Christine McVie was a musical icon, a woman who made an indelible mark on the world of rock and roll. As a keyboardist and vocalist for Fleetwood Mac, she was instrumental in the band's success and helped create some of the most iconic songs of the 20th century. Factsverse presents Christine McVie's cause of death has been revealed. Try not to gasp. McVie's winding road to greatness. Christine McVie was a musical force, a trailblazing artist whose contributions to rock and roll will be felt for countless generations. As keyboardist and vocalist for Fleetwood Mac, she proved she was a musical visionary, helping the band sell over 100 million records and crafting some of the most beloved songs of the 20th century. But her journey to superstardom was anything but typical. Born Christine Ann Perfect on July 12, 1943, in a small village in the Lake District of England, she came from a family steeped in music. Her father was a concert violinist and music lecturer, her mother a psychic and faith healer, and grandfather an organist at Westminster Abbey. But Christine's love for rock and roll, particularly boogie-woogie rock and roll sounds of Fats Domino, would take her on a different path. After studying sculpture at Birmingham Art College, Christine found herself drawn to the blues scene. She joined the musical outfit Sounds of Blue, where she played keyboards and sang backing vocals, performing with Welsh singer Spencer Davis, and later with the blues band Chicken Shack, where she won a Melody Maker Award for Female Vocalist of the Year. In 1968, she married John McVie, bassist of Fleetwood Mac. She joined the band in 1970 after original guitarist and leader Peter Green left the group. With Christie at the helm, Fleetwood Mac would go on to create some of their most iconic and memorable music, from Say You Love Me to Don't Stop and You Make Lovin' Fun. But Christine's rise to fame wasn't without challenges. She faced personal struggles, including her world-upending divorce from John, her tumultuous relationship with Dennis Wilson of the Beach Boys, and battles with alcoholism, chronic back pain, and stage fright. She returned to her roots. In 1998, after nearly 3 decades with Fleetwood Mac, Christine McVie called it quits. She yearned for a peaceful life away from the spotlight, citing exhaustion from constant touring and air travel. Her health issues, including her chronic back condition and struggles with alcoholism, only amplified her desire to return to the English countryside. She sold off her American possessions, including her home, car, and beloved piano, and settled into a quieter life, occasionally recording solo music but avoiding live performances. In 2014, McVie was convinced by her bandmates and devoted fans to return to Fleetwood Mac. She missed the thrill of performing and the camaraderie of her bandmates, so she happily joined them for a global tour called On With The Show, which was met with great acclaim. She continued to perform with the band in the years following until her health eventually declined. A successful solo artist and collaborator. Christine McVie's musical prowess extended beyond Fleetwood Mac, as she left a mark as a solo artist too. She released 3 solo albums, including Christine McVie in 1984, In the Meantime in 2004, and Lindsey Buckingham, Christine McVie in 2017. Her creative reach also extended to collaborations with various musicians, including Sheryl Crow, Tom Petty, and Bonnie Raitt. These efforts didn't go unnoticed. McVie received several prestigious awards and honors, including induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Brit Award for Outstanding Contribution to Music, the Ivor Novello Award for Lifetime Achievement, and 2 Grammys. Her undeniable talent and skill as both a songwriter and singer cemented her legacy as one of the most influential and celebrated artists of all time. McVie's cause of death revealed. Christine McVie tragically passed away November 30th, 2022 at age 79 following what was initially described as a brief illness. Her cause of death was later revealed to be due to a stroke and cancer. She had suffered an ischemic stroke, which occurs when a major vessel supplying blood to the brain is obstructed or reduced, and had also been diagnosed with metastatic malignancy of unknown origin, indicating cancer cells had spread from an unknown location in her body. She passed away peacefully in a hospital, surrounded by friends and family. The music world was left shocked and saddened by her passing, especially her former bandmates and friends in Fleetwood Mac, who paid tribute to her on social media and in interviews. They remembered her as an incredible human being and revered musician who was loved. Her funeral was held privately by her family in England, where she had lived for some time in semi-retirement. but a memorial service was held for her in Malibu, January 9, 2023, where former bandmates and friends in Fleetwood Mac attended. Many other musicians and celebrities expressed condolences and admiration, praising her as one of the greatest songwriters and singers of all time. Her fans mourned her loss and celebrated her life, playing her songs and sharing their stories. Her cause of death wasn't revealed to the public until April 3, 2023, when a death certificate obtained by The Blast showed she died of a stroke and cancer, adding more sadness and shock to her fans and admirers. Her death was a tragic loss for the music community and the world, leaving behind a legacy of love, friendship, and courage. The future of Fleetwood Mac remains unclear. Despite the absence of Christine McVie, Fleetwood Mac is still technically together, though the band has endured numerous lineup changes and tumultuous breakups throughout their storied history. The band came together in 1967 when it was formed by Peter Green, Mick Fleetwood, Jeremy Spencer, and John McVie. In 1970, Christine joined the band after tying the knot with John. But the early 70s saw the departure of Green, Spencer, and Danny Kirwan due to struggles with mental health and substance abuse. In 1974, the addition of Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks ushered in a new era of commercial success and a pop rock sound. Despite the band's triumphs, the recording of their seminal album Rumors was marred by personal conflicts as both couples within the band split up. The album was a massive hit, but the band continued to struggle with infighting, affairs, and addiction. Buckingham left the band in 1987 after the release of Tango in the Night and was replaced by Billy Burnett and Rick Vito. In 1998, Christine retired from the band, with the classic lineup of Fleetwood Mac reunited in 2014 for a world tour. Despite this, the band faced additional drama in 2018 when Buckingham was fired from the band due to disputes over touring plans. He was replaced by Mike Campbell of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, as well as Neil Finn of Crowded House. In 2019, the band had to cancel some tour dates due to John McVie's cancer diagnosis and Stevie Nicks' illness, bringing into focus the band's endurance and resilience through various obstacles. Christine McVie's passing was the most recent event to call into question the group's future. As of now, the future of the band remains unclear. The band hasn't revealed any plans for new music or upcoming tours, but neither have they formally disbanded or retired. That being said, when questioned in February of 2023 about the possibility of future endeavors with the band, Mick Fleetwood expressed doubt, saying the recent loss of Christine McVie feels like an insurmountable obstacle. He did acknowledge that the other remaining members have been busy with solo projects, and he plans to follow suit. So, while there's been no official statement about a breakup, it's uncertain whether the band will ever reunite for another performance or recording as a group. Now it's time to hear from you. How will you remember Christine McVie? Do you think there's any hope Fleetwood Mac will ever tour again? Let us know in the comments section below.